It's your girl Tishy once again. Today we are going to talk about interesting topic about sprucing up your space with decorative pillows. One of the best accents that you can work with in your house, these are accent pillows. So these add texture, they add depth, they add volume, they bring in some visual interest. So you need to know how to use them. These are 5 useful tips that are going to be your guide that I'm going to give you. So tip number 1, know your anchor color. Knowing this color, this will help you blend all your pillows because this will be your guide of which colors are you going to bring in. Whatever colors you're going to bring in, they should never outshine your anchor color. Then, tip number two, know the size of your sofa. How many sofas do you have? Because if you have only one sofa, for example, a 3-seater, and maybe an armchair, or maybe an accent chair, that means you're not going to have as many decorative pillows as someone with an L-shaped sofa, or maybe more than 2 sofas. You see, that's the difference. So once you know the length and how many, the number of sofas that you have in the house, that will guide you of how many pillow inserts that you should bring in. Then, now that you know that, which sizes are you going to bring in? One common mistake that most people make, they usually use one size of pillow. Instead, they should bring in different sizes because these bring a visual interest. Once you have different sizes, these are going to be more, they're going to bring in a glamorous kind of look. What are we talking about? I'm going to give you at least 5 common pillow inserts that should always look for. The smallest is a rectangular pillow, which is 16 by 24. That is the lumbar. Then we have a 16 by 16, a square one. Then we have an 18 by 18, a 20 by 20, 22 by 22, and a big supportive pillow that you put at the end of your sofas, which is 24 by 24. So these ones, of course, you start, like I say, 24 by 24, you put at the end of the sofa. So once you put those at the end, the small pillows that I mentioned, they fall inside. So from 24, you bring in the 20 inside. Of course, you're not going to fill your sofa with all of them. So for example, I'll give you like a 3-seater sofa. That one we can do only 4 or 5 pillows. So we can do 24 by 24, 24 by 24, one end, followed by 20 by 20, then the small lumbar. So those are 1, 2, 3, those are 4. That is one option. And then you can follow like that, depending on how deep is your sofa. The depth, the length, all those you determine. All right. Now, the most interesting part now we're going to come in is bringing in textures, patterns. These are the things that are going to spruce your space. These are going to bring some interesting look, some interesting appearance. For example, if you have a solid sofa, like the one I'm sitting on, this is a red sofa. Of course, it's a bold color. It permits me to bring in patterns, pillowcases with patterns and textures, like you can see. So these are going to bring something very interesting and are going to be safe. When you're choosing your texture, it's good to notice that, or to consider that, the Southwestern inspired designs are best for farmhouse. Then the ikat, which is very common with so many people, this is best for modern designs. While plates, which are going to be so common, as in this is a season for the plates, these are best for either traditional Or holidays like Christmas. Christmas is there, so you can expect a lot of plates in red. This can be red, this can be in black and white, whichever color mixture, as long as they're plates. You can even see people making the gift wraps with this kind of paper because it's really common for the holidays. All right, our anchor colors, the number of pillow inserts that you're going to use, and we also know that we are open for textures, patterns, and colors. Now we need to know, how do we choose our colors? How do we choose our colors? Most people, they do use the colors according to their moods. Interesting. If I feel like I want to be jolly, if I feel like vibrant, then I'm going to bring in the warm colors. If I feel like it's sad, like it's cold, then I'm going to bring in the cool colors. Anyway, let me give you a professional guide. The majority of people uses colors according to seasons. Seasons is the main guide for the colors that you use in our house. For example, the spring summer. Spring summer, this is a warm season. That tells you that you're going to bring in warm colors. These are often the yellows, the orange, the blush color. You know those colorful colors. These are the colors that we bring in during this season. And since you don't also want the fabrics that can overheat, you're also going to consider soft fabrics like cotton, like polyester. These are fine colors, they are soft, and they are not heavy. These are the colors and the fabrics that you consider during the spring-summer season. And then, at the same time, during the autumn-spring, it's a cold month. This is a cold season. That calls for colors that are going to warm your house. Colors that are not warm colors, but cool colors. Cool colors are the most ideal colors during these seasons. We are talking of purple, we are talking of blues. You can use different shades of blues. And then also the fabrics. The fabrics also you consider cozy fabrics, heavy fabrics. We are talking about velvet, we are talking about chunky, we are talking about knitwear. Those are the best fabrics that are going to be there for this particular season. And now that we know the colors that you're going to use, and we know our anchor colors, we know how to mix our anchor colors, I think you can get started and spruce up your house, because all these are going to create an appealing aesthetic look in your house. One more thing I also want to include in all these is, where else can you bring in these inserts other than your sitting area, other than the sofas that you talked about. So, if you think of the big pillow that I talked about, 26 by 26, this is a very big pillow. These pillows, they work well in the bedrooms. The 26 by 26, you can put the three of them at the back of your headboard. If you have a very pretty headboard, just ensure that you don't cover it up. You can put three of them at the back, and then use two 26 by 26 on your queen size bed. You can also make shift sitting with a floor pillow. This, you can either put it on your living area, or you can even take it to your bedroom. At least it's going to create some nice space and you enjoy when you are on the floor. Now that we have mentioned all these pillows, please let's not forget about our outdoor area. Our outdoor seating also need to be spruced up with these decorative pillows. However, you need to know the kind of fabric that you're going to bring in for these pillowcases. You know this fabric of umbrella? These are the best for your outdoor pillows because these can take any weather. So where if it is too hot, if it is rainy season, if it is too cold, ensure that they don't fade. So when you're going out there looking for the outdoor pillows, ensure to mention all these things. These are some of the tips that you must use. Otherwise, you'll be running outside to get those pillows so that they don't fade, so that they're not ruined. Ensure to ask for these specific ones. So other than putting those pillows over there, you can also bring in like an ottoman. An ottoman is also nice. You can also cover it with a decorative pillow so that it can also bring some colorful effect on your outdoor. So that's it, guys. Now we know what you're going to do with our pillows. If you've been using one pillow, if you've been using one color, if you've been using the wrong pillows, now you know better. Please go out there and change your aesthetic look. Bring in those nice fabrics, bring in those nice aesthetic, which will add volume, which will add depth, which will add some nice decor appearance to your design. Thank you, guys. See ya.